Hey everybody, this is Brian here. This is going to be my top 10 things to do that day when you've had a seizure and you're just kind of feeling lost or at purgatory or whatever. Oftentimes for me, I kind of feel that way, where I'm not sure what to do with myself and I just feel kind of tired and lethargic and stuff. So if you've ever had any of those feelings, for me personally, I actually had two seizures yesterday, 12 hours apart. Um, so if I seem a little bit twitchy or if my jaw stutters at all, cut me a break or two. Number one on here is going to be avoid fall risk areas such as the edge of beds that you could roll off of potentially during a seizure if watching TV or sleeping, etc. Stay towards the middle area. And try not to stand at full height close to tile floors or the edges of countertops, especially like in the kitchen or the bathroom. Those are areas that happen to have a lot of tile floors and a lot of countertops. I doubt anyone's really putting, carpets in their bathroom. That would get kind of nasty. Um, and this last one is something more towards parents than towards people my own age. Uh, if you if you can, I would say, especially if you have epileptic children, try to add some extra rugs and countertop padding to mitigate the nastiness of those aforementioned falls that everybody seems to encounter. Just to protect your kids from head injuries, I would say um, like especially for parents, add those paddings. You may not need them yourself because you have more control over your body and you're more matured and all that. But I would say, just to protect like the more vulnerable. Kids. They're wandering around and they're just learning to walk and they may fall over or something. Um, yeah. Number two is to find music that raises your mood. Seizures seem like they always drain people's energy batteries, like their personal energy batteries, not like their Honda's energy battery or something stupid like that. I know tastes in music are obviously very subjective, but I wanted to encourage you within the peripheries of your own taste in music to make a playlist or to find a CD of your favorite artists or plural or just singular artist if it's a CD that bring out uh, the elements of you that a seizure tends to tire out. Uh, your physical energy levels, your mental lucidity. It's really easy for us just to kind of feel like uh, you know, like a kickball that's been thrown into the stands or something like that. I think it's really easy for seizures to kind of, you know, just take our best out of us, so to speak, and it's easy to feel kind of lethargic and limp. So I think that if you have that kind of positive, upbeat music, something like the Sonics or something like, man, I really have a depressing taste in music. But yeah, considering how much experience I have listening to depressing music, I would say that don't make things worse by listening to stuff that's unempathetic towards your plight. Number three on here is a shorter tip. Find lighter things to eat, basically, so it doesn't irritate your body. Your digestive tract is connected to your brain. And it's all neurological, so you really don't want to make yourself queasy or something, make yourself throw up or whatever. Again, just do anything you can to make it, not to make it worse. That's the exact opposite of what I'm saying. Do the everything you can to make it better because it's going to do everything it can to make it worse. Okay. Number four on here is going to be if you have frequent seizures, try to develop some hobbies that are laid back. Things such as drawing or writing. Try to play an instrument. Like maybe harmonica, so you're not at risk of like dropping it or something. sometimes people's egos keep them from getting into new hobbies, like, oh, I already know this, I'm too good for that or whatever. Try to be open-minded if you can. It doesn't make any less of you, it makes more of you. If you have multifocal epilepsy, here is number 5, by the way. If you have multifocal epilepsy, try to come up uh, with some coping mechanisms. Um, okay, where is it? Sorry, I just lost my place. For me, it was a simple thing like drumming on my thighs or stretching or yoga. The latter may help you with muscular tension if you have less of like that, those like electrical feelings, like in twitches and myoclonus. It might help you to do some stretching and yoga if you have more, like your body is kind of clenching up from the tension. Um, yeah. I realize that by singing as an alternative to speaking your words, it may actually reduce jaw myoclonus. It helped me. It actually helped me 2 days in a row, so I don't think it's just a one-hit wonder in terms of a solution. Um, yeah, my brain often, because I have multifocal epilepsy, it multi-fires or it misfires on like a bunch of different wavelengths at once. So there's kind of a lot going on. But I would say that the fact that this helped 2 days in a row, and I bet it'll help today if I try it. Um, I think that this is really the solution to my jaw myoclonus and the fact that um, especially in the mornings, I've had a lot of trouble speaking because I'll have some muscular twitches in my jaw. Anyways, um, don't tell people. Sorry, don't let people tell you that the illness is your fault. This is number 6. Those who try to belittle the vulnerable or ill, they aren't frankly worth knowing. And so remember that you're better than getting drugged down by those people. Whoever is watching this, I bet you're better than the kind of a-hole who would insult a sick person. Try to treat yourself with love and respect because you deserve it. Okay, let's get on to number 7 here. Keep good records at home and just around in general because it validates claims that you may have to validate later. Like, for instance, if the doctors want some kind of example or evidence, sorry if I've hat head. Um, but yeah, if they want any sort of example or evidence, it's not like most of us can just produce a seizure on command. So, but the doctors a lot of times seem to want that, and it's kind of annoying because it makes it feel like you're faking if you're not like able to completely just reproduce everything on command. It's especially hard when you have an intermittent illness like epilepsy. Um, but keeping a good record book, I think, legitimizes and validates a lot of those claims that you may have to. And especially if it's anything to do with you getting insurance or disability, they'll do anything they can, ethical or not, or fair or not, to keep you away from it. So they'll ask you, oh, when was the last time you had a seizure? Oh, well, we have no proof of that, or some bullshit like that. Anyways, yeah. In the research and records I'm keeping, uh, it may help you kind of hit the doctor over the head with the information that he needs to actually give you what you need. Whether that be a particular prescription or whether that be some sort of disability. Um, anyways, yeah. I think that keeping records will really help you in the end. It may seem like it's something that helps the medical establishment, but I think that in the end, it really helps us. The people with the epilepsy. It seems like we're providing them with the information, but really, uh, it just helps you not get screwed over. To be blunt. That may seem a little on the nose, but yeah. Number 9 on here is going to be If you're depressed because epilepsy has been a part of your life for years, here are a few tips. Like when sitting in traffic, you can't walk through the irritating cars that are blocking your path. Just 1 minute. Let me minimize this stupid. Sorry, I'm having like AVG come up in the middle of my computer. Uh, okay. Sorry. If you're depressed because epilepsy has been a part of your life for years, here are a few tips. When sitting in traffic, you can't just walk around the irritating cars blocking your path. If your brain is exhausted from a seizure or the cumulative effects of being tired from multiple seizures, see which parts of your brain are working better than others that day. For me, it varies. Some days I can write better, other days I have more stamina, and I can go on a long walk across the town. It's kind of like it's almost like hungry hungry hippos. It's just like the balls are flying around the container, and it's just a matter of time before you get the one you're looking for. um, okay, number 10 on here is going to be put a high level of energy into keeping your attitude up. That way you don't feel tempted to just kind of tap out or just lay in bed and watch TV and give up. Make the happy playlist, not just my taste in music. I'm not trying to like encourage you to take on my taste in music or anything like that. I'm just saying make your own happy playlist. Um, make your own happy playlist or find a CD, something that you can, help you fall asleep to, like classical music, or one of your favorite artists, if they're upbeat. I guess if depressing music makes you happy or something somehow, um, then that'll work too. But just whatever works for you personally, because at the end of this video, what I want you to know is that you're the one who matters and that this video is for you. Anyways, I love you guys, and I really hope the best of luck for anyone with epilepsy or other illnesses that they are battling in and out of hospitals right now. So I really I think I'm gonna check out right now, but I hope that this helped you guys a little bit somehow, and I hope it wasn't too coarse. I love you guys. I'm out.